Hello everyone, welcome again to the channel. Today I want to share with you some of the stories related to the situation in Ukraine. So this news piece came and says that Ukraine is ruling out ceding territory to Russia to secure peace. This is actually uh, interestingly not this is the Dmitry Kuleba, the Ukrainian foreign minister. This is not really news. It's the position that Kiev adopted after March. If you know, in March there were some peace talks, and initially Russia basically wanted in the peace talks for Ukraine to agree to recognize the independence of Crimea, Lugansk and Donetsk People's Republic, and basically that was it. Initially, Ukraine said they were willing to discuss it, they were open to it, but there are some rumors that at the time Boris Johnson from the United Kingdom told them not to do it. And that has been the position ever since. They are not interested in talks, and they have this strange position considering the military situation in Ukraine. So this is what they want. They say the objective of Ukraine in this war is to liberate our territories, restore our territorial integrity and full sovereignty in the east and south of Ukraine. So that is a very bold statement, and it's also a statement that doesn't leave any room for negotiations, basically. And also, this is presupposing that Russia needs to be defeated, and they want to even retake Crimea. So they want what they say exactly: full sovereignty, restore territorial integrity. And I don't think this is incorrect. Probably is probably a good goal, but is a goal that is not very realistic considering the military situation. Like I mentioned a few times before, the situation in the front, in the military front, is really negative for Ukraine. More weapons will not make it better. In my opinion, it's absolutely impossible to turn around. So, my opinion has always been that it's best to negotiate for peace instead of continuing the war. It's better to negotiate for peace, so more people will not die. This is my opinion. But that's what he says, that this is the end point of our negotiating position. So they are absolutely not willing to negotiate. And interestingly enough, they say that they are blaming Russia. They are blaming Russia. They say that it's Russia who doesn't want to negotiate. So I don't know exactly how is this. They say Russia's position. What is Russia's position? Russia's position was clear from the start, what they wanted. So Russia's position hasn't changed, and the aggression against our country. So it is an armed conflict. That is why talks and negotiations are necessary. So there will be a ceasefire, and then negotiations will have an opportunity. But Ukraine has repeatedly says that they are not interested. So that's basically what it is. And this is very simple news. They are saying that over 9 million Ukrainians cross the border. I'm assuming crossing the border with the European Union. it is not clear exactly. So at least 9 million people left Ukraine, that's what we can say. So that's according to the United Nations Refugee Agency, so that is a big number. If they include in these 9 million people that went to all different countries surrounding Ukraine, I'm not sure, they don't specify it. And then there is this report about Ukrainian attacks on Kherson and the counterattack plans. I already discussed these counterattack plans and how fantastic these plans are. Is just fantasy, in my opinion. They don't have enough trained soldiers to do this counterattack. This is a problem, you know. Ukraine is a very big country. I think about 47 million before this conflict started. So they have numbers in paper to raise the number that they want to use. They say they were going to use 1 million soldiers for this counterattack. There are many million people in Ukraine. The fact is that they are not trained, they are not equipped. Ukrainian army is not prepared to mount an offensive. They don't have a air force, they don't have enough weapons, they don't have enough training, logistics are not there, so I don't see exactly how they plan to do it. Absolutely no way. This is my opinion. Like I say, it's better to negotiate for peace than to have these fantastic plans that have no support in reality. Anyway, they were reporting that they using this artillery rocket system called the HIMARS. They attacked some positions in Kherson region, and there is conflicting reports. Ukraine says that it hit a military depot, and the Russians say it was a civilian structure. So there is not consensus on what happened, but they are using the weapons that the Western countries have provided them for this attack. So that's what is happening at the moment. And there are reports, this is from July 13, so today is July 15, so probably there is even more actions around Siversk, which was the smaller town that was close to Lysychansk. There are reports that is already taken or almost taken. However, the Ukrainians say it is not true, and they are basically kind of denying the whole thing. Is very interesting how they talk in this, especially in US news. This is coming from Reuters, but US news using the pieces from Reuters, they say these strange things. They say Russia and its proxy forces in eastern Ukraine have previously struggled for many weeks before capturing targets such as the cities of Severodonetsk and Lysychansk. I don't really know where do they get these reports. Severodonetsk was captured in about a couple of weeks, and Lysychansk was captured in less than a week. So I don't know where they see this struggle for many weeks, or what is their concept of many weeks. But anyway, this is deceiving in my opinion, and people who read this, they have the wrong impression or what is the pace of the conflict. US calls for immediate halt to deportations, Russian deportations in Ukraine. This comes again from Reuters. And this man here is US Secretary of State Antony Blinken. And he's basically saying that Russia is kidnapping people, Ukrainian people, children, and they are also disappearing people, thousands of others, they say. And they are saying the unlawful transfer of deportation of protected persons is a grave breach of the 4th Geneva Convention on the protection of civilians and is a war crime. So this is what he's saying. He says that basically Russia is kidnapping children, putting them up for adoption in Russia, interrogating people, and if they don't pass some filtration process, they end up in some Siberian camp or something. So this is the allegations from the United States. But the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights says her office could not confirm the allegations nor the number of children involved. So there is no proof for this. This is an article from June 15, so about a month ago, and I haven't seen anything after that. So they say that they were investigating, but there are no proofs of this, but they continue to do it. It's just propaganda. That's what it is. There are investigations about this. It is not proven. If it was proven, it will be reported in the media, and there are no reports of this. So the United States, through Antony Blinken, is just creating a false impression. Yes, propaganda. That's what it is. That's what propaganda is called. You're creating some reports, false reports, rumors. That's what people could call them too. No, there is no proof about that. So that's it about the news. And now I want to bring your attention to the state of my channel. As you know, I am currently trying to survive using the YouTube as a way to have some income. I have had some problems getting new subscribers. Even though I'm creating content regularly, I have almost 2 years with this channel. So I have creating content consistently, and I haven't seen any good results from YouTube. But apart from that, I have recently been concerned about censorship in the YouTube platform. Currently my channel, because it's not eligible for monetization, it has probably not been targeted by this censorship, but I have seen numerous reports of other creators, some of them very successful, that have recently been completely cancelled. They are unable to monetize their content. So what I'm asking is for your support. I have already in the description box of on my channel, on my content, most of my recent videos that I'm suggesting you to use at least 2 platforms. The first one is Wise. You can send all donations directly to me, and I think the minimum donation is $3. It's very simple to use. And there is also Patreon, and in Patreon the minimum is €5. There are different layers for these memberships. Of course, the best is Wise, because they don't charge any commission to me, and I think you don't even need to pay taxes for that. You can use it later if you have some kind of tax deduction you want to do for your own taxes, you can use it. So they keep track of all transactions, and you can use your own currency and transfer to euros, which is the account that I have. And it's very easy. I have already provided information in the description. So it is every amount is important. If all you can afford is $3 a month, that's already good for me. I'm trying to survive and become a successful content creator through this. I have other platforms, not only YouTube, especially because of the recent censorship. I have seen that a lot of creators have been canceled even on PayPal, so I no longer include PayPal in my videos in the description. I may have some mentions to PayPal in older videos, but my suggestion currently is that you avoid using PayPal altogether. If you find an older video, don't use it. I prefer if you use Wise, is directly, there is no limit in how much you want to send, and you can decide what is your desire to send. And there is the Patreon. Patreon charges commission, so whatever you see here, I will receive a percentage of that, not the entire amount. Anyway, those are the options. I continue to create content every day. I have been doing it already for a long time, and I just want to have the opportunity to be a full-time creator and bring you more content. So that's all. I'm asking you for your support. That's all for now. I always ask you to please like the video, share it in social media, and subscribe to the channel. About 20% of the people who watches my videos is subscribed. About 80% of those are not subscribed. So if you can subscribe, will really help my channel. And that's all I want to say for now. I hope to see you again very soon. Thank you for watching.